Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning briefing for Sunday, the 30th of June, 2024. As usual, we'll start here with the synoptic, and we're looking at lunchtime yesterday. And if we run that through from through midnight last night, you can see the front that's came through in the night, bringing us a little bit of rain, and that's just starting to clear through as we speak now. I'm hoping that by it's at 10, 11 o'clock, we'll be able to go out and fly. By about 12, 1 o'clock, we might start getting a little bit of soaring in. Run it through to midnight tonight and into Monday. And you can see there's quite a large low out in the Atlantic that's bringing another frontal system in. But more about that in the briefing tomorrow. Looking at 1,000-foot winds, just to the north of us, 320, 15 knots, and to the south, 310, 10 knots. And looking at the satellite, you can see that wedge of cloud there that's associated with the front that went through during the night and early this morning. And the back in that cloud is starting to thin out with a quite nice little gap behind it. I've zoomed right out on the rain radar just to let you see what went through Germany and spoiled the football last night for those that are watching it. That's now off into Denmark. It's quite a large sort of shower system, thunderstorm system. But looking more at the UK here, you can see this front here. It's starting to fizzle out as it comes through, and we should have seen the last of the rain by about 9, 10 o'clock. Looking at the predicted rain, the forecast is showing perhaps another band coming through by 12. So, you know, we may see a little bit more, we may not. Fingers crossed that we'll be able to get out there and fly from about 10, 10:30 onwards. So the local forecast is showing overcast up until about lunchtime, breaking up into cumulus, perhaps a bit of sunshine breaking through. Temperatures rising quite rapidly from lunchtime onwards, getting up to about 17, 18, 19 centigrade in the best part of the day. Winds northwesterly with the front gone through, about 10 knots throughout the strongest part of the day, but maybe gusting 16, 17, 18 knots from the northwest. Looking at GFS, the temperature about 17 to 19 in our area today, with the dew point down at about 8 to 9 centigrade. The Lasham weather, we can see, if interestingly on the temperature dew point chart here, we can see the passage to that cold front as the temperature dropped at about 7:30 this morning, and then after about 8:30 it's just starting to rise again. Currently we've got about 13 centigrade with a dew point about 10.5. And looking out at from the camera out towards the west, we can see you've still got a fair sort of straticule level there, which is pretty low. That's going to stop us flying at this point in time. Odium, the TAF is yesterday, so ignore that. Their actual METAR at the moment is 330, 10 knots, 5 kilometers in drizzle, and overcast at 300 feet. Temperature 12, dew point 11, and pressure 10, 13. And Farnborough, they're similar on their actual observations, but they have got a TAF out, and they're saying 3206 knots, greater than 10k visibility, broken at 1100 feet, and then temporarily up until about 11 o'clock local this morning, 8 kilometers in rain and drizzle, broken at about 700 feet, and a 30% chance that temporarily between now and 11 a.m. 4 kilometers in rain and drizzle, broken at 400 feet, and then becoming from about 1 o'clock onwards scattered at 3,000. SkySight, their potential flight distance isn't fantastic today. They're showing the best area along the M4 corridor, and either into South Wales or down towards the West Country. And if we have a look at the point forecast for Lasham, we can see it's overcast here up until about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then it's breaking up into cumulus, but then filling in again, and the cloud base rising up to about 4,500, maybe even 5,000 above sea level by the end of the afternoon. Top meteo showing something similar for the projected distance. And if we have a look at the thermal activity on top meteo, we're starting here at 9 o'clock. And we'll just run that through. You can see there's very little in our area into about 11, and not really getting going until after 12 o'clock up to about 4,000 feet. But they also show it getting up to about 4,500, 5,000 in the latter part of the afternoon. So no times for today then. Locally, we've got 24 at Barton Stacey, 29 is Ash Ranges, 16 out to the west here is Broad Chalk. There's an air display on there today. Glastonbury is at 23. 26, the Imber danger area is active. 31 is Hungerford, there's parachuting there. 36 is the Fairford one, and I'll cover that in a moment with the briefing sheet. 37 is Upmoor. 39 to 41 is Old Warden, if you have to go up that far. And 42 is obviously the gliding comp at Bidford. So just bear with me 2 ticks whilst we bring up the daily briefing for the airfield. So here's the NOTAM for RIAT. It's replaced by a briefing sheet, and it's the NATS Aeronautical Information Circular, which is M92 of 2024. So if you're interested in that, go and have a read. Moving on to the Odium cross section, then we can see this front is still lingering around until about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and then start to break up into cumulus, and we should get some soaring this afternoon. They're showing the surface winds as north-northwesterly, so 10 knots down to about 8 knots towards the end of the day, and the temperatures a little bit cooler than usual for this time of year, about 14, 15 centigrade at the moment, and going up to about 17 to 19 by the end of the afternoon. So the booking list today, you can see is quite full. This translates into one K21 with a booked instructor. There's a K21 on the casual list and a K21 booked by Paul. That'll be 773. There's one K13 for trial lessons, which means there's a slot available on SH6. There's 2 K21s and another K13 available to bring out as well. Volunteer instructors are always required and very much appreciated. The buggies and management radio systems are still working well, and the simulator is available as per normal, and it may be worthwhile making use of that this morning, whilst it's not flyable. Just another reminder for about the Boeing expedition. There's still places available on week 3. You can book them via the office. And then today there's no movements. We're already, well, we're not already set up on 27, but we're going to set up on 27 in a moment. Light to moderate north-northwesterly winds all day. I doubt there'll be any appetite for a club grid, but if there is, in the usual place, please, to the north on the grass. Another reminder from maintenance about SH6 and the discus tail dollies. Please use them when you're moving gliders in and out of the hangar. And on the safety side, we had someone drive across the airfield the other day whilst the strobe was on. Can I just remind everybody to have a read of the aerodrome safeguarding procedures, and bear in mind that we're not allowed within 75 meters of the runway when the strobe is on. So here's the setup for today then. We'll be winching to the south of the main runway, probably move the winch a little bit closer to the launch point to cope with the crosswind, and landing either side of the landing area, and grid, as I say, to the north if need be. Club area towing will be off the runway as per usual. That's it for today. Thanks very much for your time. We'll see you out on the airfield in a little while. I hope you have a good day, and please keep it safe. Thank you very much.